Morning, good morning, good morning. This video is dedicated to my nieces and nephews back when they were little. And we gonna laugh today. Mikhail and Marquise and Malia are my nieces by my baby sister. And me and my mom used to keep them because my sister did a private duty case. She worked and she was a nurse. So the kids was always with me and her. So my mom would always call me. We tried to put them in daycare. They got kicked out of all the daycares because they were little bullies. And Mikhail and Marquise just couldn't get grabs. They just wanted to be around their granny all the time. They didn't like that. So anyway, one day Mikhail and Marquise was at daycare around the corner. I had just dropped them off. So a child psychologist came to try to talk to them, and Mikhail was not having it. They had took him away from his brother out of the room. So he was in the room. They put him in the room and put a coloring book and crayons in front of him. So he threw him at the psychologist. I was cracking up. So I heard him call me over the spirit. He's Auntie. I said, Ma, I said, something wrong with Mikhail. I said, I gotta go back up to this daycare. I said, something ain't right. So I went up there. And I walked through the door. They said that he was mad. So when he saw me, he said, my auntie here. So he looked at the psychologist, was like, He said, my auntie come to get me. So I went in the room and I said, why is he in here by himself? I said, where's his brother? And he said, well, we're observing him. I said, well, did you contact my sister and let her know that the child psychologist was coming in? They was like, no. I said, wait a minute. I said, y'all supposed to notify the parents before y'all do anything like this. I said, So I'm sitting there trying to get Mikhail, they trying to get him to color. So he kept throwing the crayons. I said, you insulting his intelligence. I said, he don't use crayons. I said, he works on a tablet. I said, that's why he's treating you like this. I said, he too intelligent for crayons and coloring books. I said, he never did that. So the psychologist looked at me. I said, yes, I work with my nieces and nephews. They do flashcards. They've been doing flashcards since they were little. I said, he's doing what he's supposed to. I said, because this is not what he does. She was like, yeah. I said, Marquise, I said, go get your brother and get your coat. I said, you're out of here. So I told my sister, I said, you taking them out of that daycare. I said, mom would be keeping them. And I told my mother, I said, they don't do good in daycare. So another time, when we was at my sister's condo, Mikhail had a habit of walking up behind my mother. So he walked up behind her and she farted in his face. He was like, ooh. And I was on the couch, on the computer. I lost it. I said, Mikhail, I said, let this be a lesson to you. Don't walk in close behind a senior citizen boy that just ate some greens. His face was all turned up and I was cracking up. But let this be a lesson to y'all. My nieces and nephews always kept me laughing, and they used to call my mother and tell, call Auntie. We want Auntie. So I would get off of work and I would have to catch the bus from my house. I would get my food and I would have to grab my clothes on a Saturday because they wanted me and my sister would have all this food. So I would take all the kids up and go in Leah's room and we would watch Tangled and Puss in Boots and Rio. This is what my mother and my sister, they was like, this the only time we get a break is when Auntie is here because they don't bother us when Auntie is here. Because them kids used to drive them nuts. I'd be tiring them out. I'd be flipping them and I'd be wrestling with them. See, my mother and them, they didn't do that with them. But y'all have a great day. Deuces. Peace.